Okay, welcome to our channel, guys.
Hi.
Lawrence is having a little bit of a rough morning.
It's a lot of rough morning. So welcome to our modern reality. For those who don't know us, we are Brandy and Lawrence from What Happens at the Abbey, which was a wonderful show on E! And so here we are starting our own YouTube channel because a lot of people have been asking us a lot of questions. Because of those reasons, we're going to keep this going, and we're going to say thank you to everyone who has been giving us so much support on this entire journey, and it's not over. I'm the host at the Abbey, so if anybody ever needs bottle service, VIP, all that fun stuff.
He's plugging himself.
Look, I'm getting calls.
Okay, back to the Q&A. This is the Q&A video.
No, this is our introduction.
No, we're doing the Q&A and then we're doing the introduction.
We've had this question pop up quite a few times. Will there be a season 2?
We do not know. That's the real answer. We don't know.
We don't know. At the end of the day, it's up to the network. Everything that happened on the show, was it real?
We can only speak for ourselves. I don't want to throw shade on anybody, but I'll talk for us. Everything that you saw about our storyline was
Ooh, the coffee's
real.
delicious.
Like, for instance, with the scene with Lawrence and his dad. His dad didn't know a single thing.
Nothing.
Not one thing.
I had zero idea. So they bring him out to LA and we're filming, and he had no idea exactly what he was walking into.
And I had never met him.
Never met him.
That was my first time meeting him.
I didn't want him finding out from a TV show. I didn't want him finding out from anybody else. So bringing him to LA while we were filming, 100% real. It was hot as hell that day. It was about 107 degrees.
Ugh, it was awful.
Saint Jador.
Saint Jador.
I think this was, to me, marry me, question mark. Well, I'm still single.
After we have the baby. For someone who wants to be successful, what's the best advice you can give? What's the best advice for someone as young as me?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't consider myself successful at this point in time. I know that I've had a lot of success in certain areas, and I'm successful. I'd like to think that I'm successful in everything that I do, but I don't think I'm at the level of success that I want to be. You have to just keep at it. Consistency is key, especially nowadays, because if you're not consistent with your stuff, then you're gonna fall off the map. And honestly, like, that's happened to me a couple of times, where I'm like, I'm gonna start my YouTube, I'm gonna do my makeup, and I'll do it for a month or two, and then all of a sudden I fall off.
Nate Dog 08.
You're so extra.
Lawrence, are you single? Always.
Okay.
How will you share custody once the baby is here?
Well, that's a good question.
That's a great question.
But we do, as two gay couples, or two gay people, we're going to be splitting it 50-50, but in the process that we're doing it, we have to sit down with a lawyer and discuss every single part of custody before we even proceed with the insemination. There's just this one teeny tiny little minuscule thing. I have to sign a paper stating that I know Lawrence is a gay man and I willfully accept his sperm, and that I give him legal rights as a father. Because the FDA has made it a law that gay men, since 1986?
Yeah, back in the 80s.
Since back in the 80s, that gay men are unfit donors. So it hasn't been overturned, it's never been challenged, it's never been any of those things, so yes, we will be splitting it 50-50. I will be giving him every right that a heterosexual male gets, you know, without having to sign a bunch of papers, which I think is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I'm trying not to cry right now. And talked to the doctor, and she was just like, you're not going to like this. And surely enough, once what she told us, broke down and cried. I was just like, are you serious? Like, I'm not seen as the father. Medically, I'm not seen as the father. Personally, it makes me feel less of a father. But at the end of the day, that's just paperwork. Because in this reality, this modern reality, what we're doing, that's what we have to go through.
We'll make a whole video on that process, all the legalities and stuff like that.
Lena Anita, I'd like to know yours and Lawrence's skincare regimen. Yes, you both have gorgeous skin. Girl.
Mine is a little more intense than Lawrence's. I will go on my YouTube and put my whole skincare regimen.
You know, mothers know best, and she always told me, just use a hot rag, steam the face, and put a little bit of moisturizer on it, and you can go a long way. I might have had a few fillers under the eyes. Maybe I work in nightlife. DYB voice. Again.
You had a lot of questions, but good ones.
We're going to condense these. When did you move to LA, and what's your motivation to become successful? So we're back at that again. I moved to LA 6 years ago, and my motivation to become successful was basically my inner motivation. I always wanted to be more than what I've seen myself do.
I moved to LA about 9 years ago. My motivation to become successful was that I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Are you okay?
Having issues trying to get that ice, I'm so sorry.
My motivation to become successful was I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've been doing hair and makeup for about 15 plus years. And I didn't... Can you be serious now? And I didn't think that staying in San Francisco would do that for my career.
TC067. Ooh, if you could both do a show on your own, would you guys share your journey with the world to show what it's like to be parents in the LGBTQ community? So,
yes.
Subscribe to the channel, Our Modern Reality. Right over there.
Not in my vagina.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we would love to keep this going.
We would definitely do our own show. I think that we have some reservations with certain things.
Oh, are you and are you and Chloe still together?
Why do you get to read all the fucking questions? Damn.
Well, you answer both of them.
I know. Me and Chloe are no longer together. We actually broke up about a week before my car accident. But she did stay and help me recover and all of those things. But to answer your question, no, me and Chloe are not together. And she has moved back to San Francisco. Next question. All these questions about you being single.
And am I seeing someone at the moment? You know what?
You know what's funny, guys? Let me tell you something. All of Lawrence's questions had to do with whether he was single or not. I'm the one that got all the in-depth questions.
I happen to met somebody.
Me.
Girl. How long have both of you been working at the Abbey? 6 years, baby. It feels longer than that, but yeah, 6 years.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, I think about like 5.5 years. Yeah, maybe like 6 months after you were hired. And I was hired as a bartender. And I bartended for 6 years.
She's a really good bartender.
I'm pretty awesome. I have an awful bitch face.
I was just about to say that. Okay, so reconnecting with your father. What words of courage or wisdom of advice could you share with someone in your same situation to their parents need to find a friend that you have in Brandy? You know what? Only advice I can really give you is just let things happen the way that they're supposed to happen. I think at the end of the day, at least for me, it was just kind of like, look, you know what? This is what I want, and I'm not going to wait to get it. So if you want a baby or whatever it is, go for it.
But also find somebody and really build a friendship that you both have the understanding that eventually you guys will meet another person and to go through all that together as well. Because Lawrence was actually very, very supportive of me and Chloe being together until the baby got pushed back. But as my friend, he supported me and he was even going to plan my wedding.
Another question from Nate. Going through this process with Lawrence and now with your partner, do you and her want your own kids aside from helping Lawrence?
Well, we did. I can speak aside from you. But remember how we were talking about doing in vitro and using her egg and Lawrence's sperm? I want the family to be intertwined. I don't think it's going to be aside from Lawrence because our situation is already complicated enough. We don't need to complicate it anymore. When Lawrence gets married and he wanted to use his partner's sperm and have me carry, I would do that as well. Let's answer that part first. What made you two realize it would be best for the both of you to come together and be parents of a child?
She wants to be a mom.
He wants to be a dad.
Done.
And also, he is not your typical gay man that's like, ooh, lesbian, no, just have the baby and give me the baby. I'm not saying that all gay men are like that, but it's been funny because a lot of gay men in the community have been like, why do you want to have a baby with a lesbian? Like, like, why wouldn't you just have a surrogate? First of all, surrogates are thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you can have a baby with your best friend and still be in that child's life and have a figure, we do get another question a lot that is, oh my God, it was just on the tip of my tongue. I need to stop smoking so much weed, guys.
Oh.
It'll come back to me.
We'll
It'll come back to me.
And given the fact you two are now in the limelight, what advice do you have to others in them accomplishing their goals to keep pushing? Just keep going. You know, if you got a goal, never give up. Just look, stick it through. Now that Brandi is single, how do we see the future realistically with parents knowing it's not just your baby that comes first, but each other? And have you had those talks?
I think I can say this for both of us. Whoever comes into our lives has to know that they're coming into a family. When it comes to taking care of the child, reprimanding the child, and all of that stuff, it is us that does it. It's us.
Mom and Dad. You didn't push this out, and you didn't make it.
You didn't spend the money to have this
No,
baby.
you damn sure didn't. Last question. Are y'all going to have the baby?
I think that was in regards to the timeline. There was a situation that happened with myself. I was in a really bad car accident. I was hit by a drunk driver on the 405 freeway. I did survive. I did not break anything, but I have a lot of nerve damage in my leg. So I have to go through physical therapy and do a lot of things. It does technically push our timeline back because I don't know when I'm going to be better. But I hope that it doesn't affect me carrying a child. I really don't, because all that extra weight on my leg, and my leg swells on a nightly basis.
I'm sorry.
It's a lot. It's a lot to go through, guys. And I've looked up accidents like mine, and I've talked to people, and not a whole lot of people walked away from the situation like I did. And I was blessed too. And yeah, that's the only thing that's really holding us back right now, is me being able-bodied to carry a child. But if I have to put a brace on my leg and carry a baby, I'll do it. We're still doing it.
We're going through it together.
It wasn't just for TV. This is our lives. We've exposed our lives to you guys, and I'm glad that we did, and I think I can speak for both of us again and say that we're more than excited to share our journey with you guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot to come. There's a lot. Thank you guys.
We love you
so much for your questions. Give us any type of feedback. Don't forget to subscribe. Why do you keep doing the hand thing?
Because
You do that. Like, you're like, what's his name from?
Anyway, subscribe. And we love you all. It really does mean a lot. And so, for those reasons, we're going to keep us going. And we will see you all soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Deuces. Questions?
Questions.
Where are they?
I don't know. This is your computer. Welcome to our relationship.